Boom. And we are
back.
Live. It's been a while. It's been a while, my friend.
Minute.
It's been a minute.
Dude.
You've been a busy bee.
Yes.
The busiest of the bees.
Indeed.
Some might say.
Some would say.
I've heard a long time ago that some people say that, Trey, they dug up a scroll from a long time ago, and it said, Trey, that man is busy bee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been told, passed down.
Passed down through centuries.
That lad,
Isn't
Trey. Busy bee.
Hey, that man over there. Hey, that guy that sits on the left chair or right chair, depending on if you watch this on.
That man that sits on the chair.
That man that sits on the chair of the podcast. That man over there in the yellow bee-like toque.
Busy.
I hear that man's busy. But yeah, man. An absolute introduction to the podcast after disappearing off the face of the planet. But we warned you guys at the end of last podcast that it might be a little bit of a hiatus because Trey's been in the gutters. Dude, after we filmed that last episode, because the last episode was, I was mad because that shoe deal, like that whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
That was like
fresh.
Like fresh, but that's before everything happened.
Oh, okay.
That was just like he said no, remember?
Oh.
Remember, that was the Thursday we recorded. Right after that, 2 days after that, people, there was a massive flood.
Our last one was before the floods?
Before the flood, bro. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Our entire, the South BC, around us got hit with the fucking third biblical flood.
Dude, yeah. People are looking at me because my name's Noah. They're like, hey, you building something?
You gonna start putting cows on a ship? Putting penguins?
Put penguins on the ship? Where am I going to wrangle up some penguins? We're in British Columbia. We're going to go down the street.
What do you want me to do? Get a black bear on the ship?
Yeah, people. The floods start. I just go around the neighborhood stealing people's dogs, cats. Grabbing border collies. Like, what are you doing? It's fine. My name's Noah. I'm building a boat.
I'm building the dam. Fuck.
It's the end of it's the end of the world. No, but for real, yeah, that flood was wild, and I still don't know exactly
what happened.
What caused it? It wasn't just the rain. The rain.
Well, there's a couple different things. The rain that was here when it was starting, wasn't as bad as it was over in Abbotsford and Sumas.
Yeah.
The rain over there, they were it was those
actually pissing rain.
Almost cartoonish sized raindrops where they're coming down, hitting the ground, bouncing off and coming back up at you. You know what I mean? I
need a pop filter for this.
You're fine.
That's all right.
No, but a legit it was cartoonish rain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
sideways.
It was that for 3 days.
Yeah.
And then straight, without end. The one buddy that we work with out there, he was like, "Oh yeah, I could put a cup outside and watch it fill up in 10 minutes."
Wow.
It's holy fuck.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
I remember I was driving to school that day on the Monday.
Yeah.
Because it started to rain like crazy on the Sunday, I think, or a little bit on the Saturday, but it was mostly the Sunday. And then Monday I went to school and it rained the entire night like that. And when I was driving to school, it was probably 7 a.m., 7:30 or sometime around then.
Yeah.
And there's an overpass by my house. You go over this bridge, the Pitt River Bridge. Then you take the right and then it kind of goes down.
Yeah.
And then back around to the right. When I drove there in the morning, I had to go through 2 feet of water. I was fuck, I had to just bust through that bitch. And on the way back, there was a car that was submerged in the water, nobody in it. It was all shut off.
Yeah.
A car was submerged up to halfway up the windows and nobody was in the car, obviously.
Yeah.
But they just got fucked. First of all, someone attempted it, I guess.
Yeah.
In a fucking Prius.
Well, they must have gone through when it was bad, but not that bad. And then it just kept filling up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't actually think the Fraser ran its banks or anything like that.
No.
But just the drainage system couldn't handle it.
Dude, but it's wild though.
we didn't really explain what happened, but basically what happened was there was a shit ton of rain. There was a bunch of runoff snow from the mountains that had melted because it heated back up. And what was and then the rivers, I guess, couldn't handle all of that water, so they overflowed, And then all of these, like this area out in Abbotsford called Sumas used to be a lake, and they just drained it. So the whole lake or the whole area is like it's a floodplain, and it all filled back up. So like because of that, and then there's like this place I forget what it's like the something pump house. It's supposed to pump out
It's
all
called
the water.
Noah's Room.
Yeah. You
Just kidding.
Yeah.
It's dry.
Dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone.
Look, buddy, Gobi Desert out there.
Buddy, there's a desert in Noah's pump house, eh?
So pump house can't handle all the water.
Yeah.
And it starts backing up. At one point, they were, I think it was under a meter from overrunning the pump house.
Yeah.
Like it was filling up that much. And if that had happened, it would have been like weeks before they could have gotten access to it. And that lake might have been like, it might have stayed a lake permanently. Because it's basically all gone now. The water's all gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or it's like,
Because you were in this bitch.
Well, yeah, like
working
so.
on that show, right?
For work, I go there as it's happening, and I'm like meet the guys that I'm with, and then like the next day is when it really like became apparent what had happened.
Yeah.
And so like there's like rumblings, oh like Sumas is kind of flooded, blah blah blah, and like we wake up and we drive down like right as they were shutting off the road.
Yeah.
Because the pump house was like the water level was still rising by like a foot an hour, and they were like
From the rain.
Yeah, it wasn't even raining at that point. It was a nice day out.
So how was it filling up?
Because the rivers were still over, like flooding it. There was still a bunch of overflowing water.
Yeah.
Coming from like the Nooksack and the Sumas rivers, from like the states and stuff.
The nutsack.
Yeah, the nutsack. Yeah. But yeah, so like we like in the morning we saddle up and we go down to like where the border is.
Yeah, I'm 22 years old, by the way. The nutsack.
Yeah. God. We go down there and it's like right before they like shut the road down, and like there was a business, like a full business down there that was like I think there was this much window.
Oh,
at
really?
the top, like
it was like it was all water.
It was buried. Like there was a tractor and you could see this much of the tractor.
Wow.
Yeah. And like just full farmhouses submerged, the whole thing.
Yeah, there was a big thing about like cows drowning and stuff. People,
dude.
The thing that's weird is like there's videos of like the farmlands and people ripping bullets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like through the farms, like, hey,
dude,
man.
there was literally people getting rescued like that because you couldn't get to Chilliwack because it was surrounded by water.
Yeah.
And then filling up with water.
Yeah.
So people that we knew were taking, like from the tow companies, were taking like side by sides and jet skis and full boats and launching their boats, driving the boat to Mission, straight out to Mission, picking people up, significant others, whatever, and then driving back to Abbotsford.
Fuck.
And like there's that much water. Like holy shit.
So okay, what is confusing me is so they drained a lot of it. Where'd it go?
Back into the rivers and back into the ocean because the rivers sank a bunch.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
it was literally a 1 day difference when I was at the Sumas River. This is like late. It was on the.
It is kind of sick that you get to go see all that stuff because like it was blocked off for everybody and like it was unless you're working on it you're not allowed to be there type
we
situation.
Really like in some cases we weren't allowed to be there.
And you just did it.
We just fucking asked and went through.
Yeah.
There's I don't know about I don't know if I should share this one.
You can tell me after.
Well, no, I already know about it. When we got through like 4 roadblocks. Like we talked our way through and got like to where because there was also mudslides that were being caused by this, like bad mudslides, like. And
this is what happens when the Cloud of Judgment podcast doesn't release any new episodes. The world just crumbles.
Apparently,
we're the backbone of the society.
We're gonna the Empire's gonna fall. If we stop making like, dude, the day that one of us dies, it's game over.
The world's just gonna explode. Someone's like, "What happened?" 1/2 Cloud of Judgment. They died. Wow, an absolute shame.
Anarchy. What was I? Oh yeah, so there was mudslides around the province as well.
Yeah.
Like one city over near Agassiz, there was 2. No, technically it was like 4, but there was 2 pretty big mudslides. One of which was actually like massive, and like someone was killed, I think, in it. And like when I went there, and like when we finally it was a long ass drive, and they had it blocked off probably 80 kilometers away, so you just couldn't go down the road. And we got through all these roadblocks and finally get there, and it made like old growth trees look like toothpicks.
It was that big?
Like, oh, dude, like the whole...
Did this got caused just by the rain, though? Right?
Well, rain and forest fires, because all the soil was like we had that drought this season, like this summer.
Yeah.
The soil was so brittle and so dry, and then all of that
Rain.
water came through, couldn't handle it. The root
Yeah.
systems were all fucked. So, dude, like it was literally like there's a solid section of the mountain that's just gone. Like 2 massive waterfalls were created from it. Like the whole side of the mountain collapsed.
I need to see it.
Like,
Like I don't have. You can show me photos after.
Yeah, I have
just don't,
photos on my
I just
phone.
don't. It's hard because there's not that much like footage of it that was shown. At least of like the mudslides. Like all I see is like just what went down and covered the road type situation.
no, and like because we got there and like we like there was a whole thing. I won't get into it, but like it was when the military was landing those helicopters on the highway. But when you have like the road is like this, and you have a helicopter going down in the middle, that's taking up most of the road with cars lined up on either side.
Yeah.
And then on this side of the road is a fucking cliff, like it's a rock.
And they're landing cops.
And they're landing like a military chopper, getting people like rescuing people.
Copters.
Oh, copters, yeah. And then fucking taking them off. Like there's power lines on the other side. And they're like just like very slowly. Wind's going crazy. There's rain and shit. Like it's full bore.
You witnessed all this stuff?
Oh,
You were
dude.
watching it?
Like I have videos of it.
Fuck yeah.
I took videos
That's
of it.
wild.
Yeah. It was fucking good. Like crazy to see. Crazy to see.
Damn.
But like so just to like illustrate from the top of like you can look up the mountain. From the top of the mountain, there's like the peak, and it's like a small strip from like here that runs all the way down. And as it runs down, it gets wider and wider and wider and wider till it gets to where we are. And it's probably
Because it like pulls parts of the soil with it, right?
Yeah.
Like it pulls more,
it's
and
like
then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Think of a snowball, right?
Yeah.
Like it just gets bigger and bigger, and it widens out the path. And so,
Did you see? Did that kill anybody? That killed people, right? It killed one person.
it did, yeah. But they had found the body by then.
They hadn't found it.
No, they did.
Oh, they did find it.
There was 8 cars in total that got hit by the mudslide
Imagine
itself.
the mindfuck. You're vibing.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Gone 25 feet that way. More.
200 feet. Like there was one car that was like the roadside was here. They got tossed almost to, there's like train tracks like far off. They almost got tossed to the train tracks. And
Well, like a slide. Like they didn't get like through the air.
Well, no, not like through the air airborne, but
Got
like
yucked.
end over end.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there was a 2022 Ford Raptor.
Oh, what a shame.
Didn't know what car it was.
Oh, really?
It was a little cube of metal. And nobody, on that one specifically, nobody was injured.
How?
Like that, maybe like a little bit like injured from like seatbelts, banging around in the cab. But like, I mean, like serious injuries, broken legs, like nothing
People were
bad.
chilling.
They were fine, like scratches.
Wow. Well, if that what is it? Ford
Raptor.
Ford Raptor.
Yeah.
Ford knows how to make a safe vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. If you're ever in the market and want to survive a mudslide,
Yeah. There was
yeah.
another one too that was like buried under logs, and we were
Casual.
What?
Casual.
Yeah, just crushed.
Yeah.
So we went out there one night because all these cars were stuck on the road. We went out there in like the middle of the night, and we're like they were taking cars out and stuff. But yeah, I won't get into that stuff because it might be on the show.
I can't talk about it too much.
I got the sickest drone shot I've ever gotten.
You showed me that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
It's
That
like,
was gonna be sick.
gonna be on the show 100%. Like, dude, the people were like, "Oh, that's gonna be like season opener type material." I was like,
Fuck.
if I get season opener, like I'm on the opener or the closer, that's to the moon.
To the moon, baby. You're gonna be watching that. You're like fucking fired up.
Dude, gas straight up if I see that shit.
You're gonna be like any tradesman whenever they drive past the building. I built that. I filmed that.
Yeah, that was
I
my
operated.
camera. Yeah.
That's my drone. 720p.
We gotta have like watch parties when it comes out.
Dude, I'm not watching that show. I've never watched it. Watch
Dude,
parties.
I mean like a watch party, like the boys got to get together.
Oh, to watch
it, yeah,
the
because it's
season.
fucking
Yeah, because you were there.
yeah
type
so
deal.
I did it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be down to watch an
Dude,
episode.
it's like the classic.
I've never seen the show.
I've watched a couple episodes because I had to watch season 10. Didn't finish it all, but
Terrible show.
well, it's just like so classic.
I know exactly like what it is. Like you can tell me like I know the people don't know. We can't really talk about it, but like from the description of the show and like I know what it is. Like I can know what every fucking episode's like. You know what I mean?
You have your
like,
very very cut and dry story beats.
Yeah.
You know.
So do you follow like? I'll talk to you about it after because I don't want to get too far.
We follow the characters around.
Yeah.
And we'll like talk to them and we'll do shit.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, I gotta go do something. I gotta call. And then it's like the fucking you go find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then they help them out, whatever. But like it in terms of like the show, it's like one of those classic cable TV shows where it's like things are going okay. And then it's
oh no.
Yeah. Oh no. Something's gone wrong. Duh.
And then it comes back to commercial right before we left. Something went wrong.
Yeah, basically.
What is it? Dude, you ever seen like the alien shows? Like those fucking alien shows? They literally have like 5 minutes of content that they stretch out.
I know.
Fucking 30 minutes. Like I would be like I'd be like baked or something watching Ancient Aliens and it'd be like it would start the show. The first 5 minutes of previewing what you're gonna see in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes is like on this episode of Ancient Aliens or whatever the fucking alien show. Is this dot in the sky really a spaceship? Nobody knows. This lady says it is. But what if there is something out there? And then it like goes to like something completely else. And then it says the title. It's like Ancient Aliens. Then it comes back. This dot in the sky, what does this mean? We don't know. And it fucking repeats what it said 5 seconds ago. Like, I understand it's for commercial cuts and it's like making you know like what's there, but the space between commercials is probably like 5 minutes, and a minute before and after of each of those is previewing what you're going to see after they come back from commercial and what you just saw.
Think about like if you have a half an hour time slot.
Yeah.
It's 22 minutes of footage, 8 minutes of commercial breaks.
Yeah.
So you have 22 minutes. You have like a commercial break once every like 3 minutes.
Yeah, sure. Let's say. No, that's
because there's 8 minutes of commercials. You have the commercials are 30. Oh no, I guess a commercial break would be like 2
minutes.
Something. Yeah, for commercials. I don't know, because the commercial's 30 seconds long.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's too much math. Hey, here's a fucking. I can't remember what the how long commercials are because I got a little bit high before this.
We did get a little bit high before this
with our brand new sponsorship
of the podcast.
Did you have yours on you?
No, I could
go grab mine.
Well,
how about when we go for break?
We'll go
come
for
back
break.
and
we'll come back and unveil what the sponsorship is. But it's kind of crazy, boys.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, it is kind of sick. The boys finally getting
the recognition
that we finally deserve. You know what I mean?
We've been saving this fucking world.
Been saving this world. We stopped fucking an episode for goddamn 2 weeks, and all of a sudden the world's flooding.
Dude, biblical floods. Noah's throwing animals on an ark. He's got 17 tabby cats on this ark. Menace. People are crying. They don't know where their cats went. Ark.
It's just me with a motorhome stealing people's house pets on fucking LSD. On LSD.
Do you remember? What was his name? Fuck. Do you remember? Oh my God, what's his name? Woody Harrelson in the movie 2012.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah. God.
What a fucked up movie.
Dude, people thought that shit was going to happen in 2012.
I know.
Like the world's just going to end.
Dude, I was just like as a disaster movie though, like
fire me out for a disaster movie though. Like when like the world is collapsing and he takes off in the airplane. I remember my thought process, like you know when that happens when it's like collapsing, he goes off in the airplane.
Yeah.
My thought process is like, hey man, how much fuel you got in that bad boy? Because where are you going to land?
Oh,
where are you going to
right?
refuel?
Yeah.
What's the plan? You're going to survive for an extra 3 hours?
See, here's my thing right?
I would just send it back into the earth just to make sure I die on impact.
Kamikaze yourself.
Straight down. Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing, right? Like in that movie, there's like these massive tsunamis and shit that are taking out cities, but
Yeah.
there's also Yellowstone. You know, like the yellow, like it's a super volcano.
Yeah. Doesn't it go off in the...
It goes off, and you're basically watching like this fucking, like there's like geysers of fucking like explosions, and then like a nuke goes off.
Yeah.
Bigger than any nuke, obviously, and that's where Woody Harrelson's character is. But I remember like watching a clip of it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" What they don't cover. Like obviously the explosion happens and stuff, and I remember, if I remember correctly in the movie, like they make their way somewhere and they like sneak onto an ark.
Yeah, basically. it's like I'm pretty sure in the movie there was like billionaires that had tickets on this ark, right?
Yeah, and they get on and they fucking sail away and they're all whatever, and there's the water's fucking risen 500 feet.
Yeah.
But oh no, we're still recording. Never mind.
In 22 minutes.
Hold up,
we're good.
Yeah, we got 7 minutes.
Apple Watch gang.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. No, yeah, but like you see them get away and everybody lives happily ever after on the ark. But I'm like, bro, if the Yellowstone volcano goes off, it's just gonna freeze the planet. Like it's not the fact that we're not gonna survive the initial explosion, but it's all of the ash and stuff that goes up in the air is going to just blot out the sun.
Yeah.
And the temperature of the planet's going to drop by like 5 degrees. Everything's going to freeze.
I don't think everything would necessarily freeze, would it?
Dude, back in like the 1700s on the island of Java in Indonesia, one of their massive volcanoes went off and it literally cooled world temperature. There's a thing called the Little Ice Age that happened. World temperature cooled by a degree and a half, which is significant.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything just went fucking cold again.
Fucked up people's suntans, eh?
Well, fucking yeah, nobody's getting their vitamin D. And then in Europe, like a famine happened because they couldn't grow food, compounded by the fact that the 30 Years' War was going on.
Nice.
And
solid.
So like just fucking like scores of people were just dying because it was like, oh, there's a war happening. And also...
And the volcano delayed the release of the newest Call of Duty. Absolute tragedy.
Fucking tragic, bro. Can't believe Call of Duty Vanguard got delayed by a volcano. Tragic. But my point being that
terrible joke. Your point being is that it would freeze and then motherfuckers would just be stuck in the ark underwater.
Yeah, or like stuck in the water.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's not like when water freezes, it doesn't freeze the entirety of the ocean.
No, I know, but my point being that not that they couldn't fucking... Like they'd be stuck in water. Where are you getting your food, guy?
Dude.
Yeah. Are they growing it on the ark? Don't think you can sustain that, guy.
What they do is everyone holds their breath for a second and then they open up a little window and some guy just stabs a fish and then...
You mean like they like flood the water in a little bit?
Flood the water in, but a guy like just stabs a fish and then...
Where's the water going?
Then you drain it back out.
Everybody hold your breath for about 5 minutes. Go.
Everyone's like, wait. And 5 minutes go.
God.
The water just
floods it. Broken bones. People are getting smoked by the water.
Someone goes, I got the fish. And then they close it. People are just stupid.
God,
yeah. Love to see it. But dude, the thing about like natural disasters when it happens, it just shows how fucking unprepared we are for everything. Like
stupid.
They make it seem like we're prepared for all this shit, right? But then like for like the pandemic happens, not prepared obviously. And then these like the forest fires happen, not prepared necessarily. But there's nothing like you can really do as far as forest fires because there's only so much, right? Sometimes you just got to let them burn out. But
in terms of like the floods,
in terms of the floods, it's just for as far as like you can't predict that shit happening, but the sustainability of food and stuff, like people just freak out and buy everything.
That's just freak out and buy the food that people nowadays have, and I think that
shopping.
It does have something to do with the media, the amount of like
dude,
social media and stuff that there is as well, like just how many people freaking out, but like. Dude, the fact that we were running out of gas.
Yeah. I never saw the gas prices never really went up.
Well, because they
just,
can't.
like,
You can't
limited-
price gouge like that.
They limited the amount that you could have at one time.
Yeah.
Like, they still have that.
It's like
you can only
30
get
liters or whatever.
something. Yo, first of all, I see people on like social media and stuff, like it's like Americans complaining about the gas prices being like hella high that Biden's in office right now. I like do the math. It's like 93 cents.
That's how
We're
cheap
paying like
it is.
$1.60. Yeah,
That's
and they're
how
like
cheap it is for
complaining
them.
about it.
Yeah.
Bro, and like there was this
Dude.
one where it was like, oh, you think something that's bad? Like this is what gas is like for me. And it was like $6 a gallon or something, which to the liter is like $1.60,
Yeah.
which is like it's like high for us, but like regular. $6 a gallon. Hey people, if you're an American listener, we pay $6 a gallon all the time. Some people drive
That's like-
V8s.
That's the middle. That's the middle of the line.
And we drive
Do you
trucks in
remember?
BC. Yeah.
Do you remember when it got to $2 a liter for Preem?
For Preem?
Yeah.
When
it was like
this?
it was like one
Pre-COVID.
just pre-COVID. I remember.
It was just pre-COVID. It was hella high, and then it dropped significantly.
Oh, dude, I remember filling up my car for the first time after COVID happened.
Oh my god, it was like 90-something cents.
Dude, it was dirt cheap.
I wish I just fucking filled barrels up with that bad boy.
Well, it was like that for fucking, because they were like, yeah, it's going to be like this for like months because nobody's
Yeah.
buying gas.
Yeah.
Because nobody's going anywhere. And I was like, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. I was driving to work every day, just fucking filling up for free.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Dude, I'd
But
fill
even
up,
still,
like-
that's overpriced in the States.
I went from, yeah, right?
That's what people are complaining about. We're fired up for
Yeah.
93 cents, and these people are like paying are getting pissed about paying that much. D's what it is. Dude, I really want to get a Tesla one day. Be wild.
Yeah.
Just because the ability to chill in your car without the fear of your battery dying.
Yeah.
Would be pristine. But there's something about like the idling of a car that's nice when you're chilling.
Yeah, and you're
Know what I
just
mean?
like, you like look at the the mirror and you're like, I'm just polluting the world right now.
Polluting
Just-
the world.
You're seeing a little gas cloud rise out of your car, just polluting. You're like, I'm killing off the environment.
Fuck yeah. Love to see it, baby. Dude, we'll talk about it when we get back from the break. But when we get back from the break, I want to talk about Spiderman. Comes out next week.
Yeah.
I am fucking all sorts of pumped for that. And I haven't
Yeah.
even talked to you about that because I haven't seen like people like listen, like I haven't seen fucking Trey in 3 weeks.
Ages.
2
Years
weeks. 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you. But yeah, so there's a lot of shit we gotta talk about. We'll be right back after these messages.
Bang bang. Hey man.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you ever just be, living and
Sometimes. You ever go and then and then you live?
then you live? No. You ever just be like, out and about,
Yeah.
city life?
Yeah.
And you're just having a rough day, and you just need a little need to take the edge off.
Yeah.
But you can't necessarily spark up a full-on blunt
Yeah.
in the park. or take your massive fucking pipe out and just light her up.
Yeah.
Well, our friends at Dynavape have just the product for you.
Yeah.
You see-
do they?
You see,
This is my thing. I can take a bong hit, a massive one out of my 3-foot bong. But if daddy finds me, that's not good. I like smoking joints, but I smell too much.
you smell way too
I
much.
smell way too much,
You gotta
right?
wash the hands
and sometimes
after.
I get absolutely blasted when I don't want to. You know what I mean? I just wish that there was a healthy alternative that was actually better for my lungs.
Well, I have just the thing for you.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a vaping device, dry herb vape.
Dry
vaporizer.
herb vaporizer.
Yeah, but you see, some of these dry herb vaporizers, you can buy plenty of them, but you gotta charge them.
Yeah.
You can't like sometimes
Electronics.
Sometimes it's raining out. You don't want to bring an electronic out in the rain.
The electronics, they break.
They break.
Yeah.
Hard to clean.
Yeah.
Can't get any like cleaning solution in there. It'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
Right. So this device that I will bring it out of my pocket in a moment. It's dry, it's batteryless analog vaporizer.
Yeah.
Put your flower in the bottom.
Yeah.
Put the cap on.
Yeah.
And you heat it up.
Yeah.
You hear a little click and you can draw. It's great. Heats the butt up like it's in an oven.
All right, bro.
Crazy.
We don't got to go this much into detail. I'm going to do a quick 30-second ad read. Ready?
Yeah.
You know, Trey, sometimes I all right, fine. Go to dynavap.com. That's dynavap.com to get your own. They have a whole bunch of different designs. They have wooden ones. They're all analog dry herb vaporizers. So yeah,
Thank you.
Check them out. Thank you guys so much for supporting the podcast. And boom, we're back. Dude, that was hilarious.
Dude, that was great. That was a great ad read.
Are we recording on here?
Oh yeah. I haven't even stopped the recording. It's been one chunk.
Yeah, dude, that ad read was fucking hilarious. Ad reads are a lot harder than they seem.
Well, I mean, when you roll into it 30 seconds before you, you're also inebriated.
Yeah.
It doesn't help.
Yeah.
But dude,
Product works.
that product fucking, it works.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
So funny. Oh my God.
God.
You ever just
Dude, you know what other products work?
what?
Well,
Viagra.
Yeah.
Let's test it out tonight, Trey. Get a little crazy. Couple of the boys, couple beers. Pop a couple
Wrestling
blue
with the
pills.
boys?
Wrestle with the boys.
Get a little hungry, order some
Yeah, you ever
Domino's?
see wrestling porn?
No, product that works. Apple products.
Apple products.
They work.
Yo, boys, listen. If you guys are long supporters of podcasts, you know that Trey's been an Android user for years, forever.
It's since like grade 8.
Since grade 8, Trey's been an Apple
Decades.
user.
It's been almost decades.
And he's refused. It's been decades, bro. And he's refused to get an iPhone. But now that Trey's balling out of control.
Out of control.
Out of actual.
Somebody stop me.
Somebody stop this guy.
I'm single-handedly keeping the economy afloat.
You are.
Hundreds of millions of dollars pumped into the economy.
Just buying everything. No, but my man came through. He has this laptop, this nice 2020.
2019.
It was 19. You bought this? 2019.
Well, I bought it in 2020, but it was a 2019 model.
Anyways, fucking MacBook
Pro.
Pro 16-inch bad boy, and then now he's upgraded. He's got himself finally an iPhone 13 Pro, baby.
Yeah. And then
Most immaculate dick pics of all time coming my way.
Crazy.
4K.
Dude,
And
the
a nice
camera on
little
it?
Apple Watch.
Yeah.
So
I got this
Yeah.
this phone, right? And it was ordered. It came in while I was on my 2-week stint working. And so I ended up like halfway through coming back and picking it up. I was like setting it up. It was all nice. And then it was something like, I don't know, 10 days into my stint. I went to Best Buy one day because I wasn't doing anything, and I was like getting like an aux jack for my car and like another cable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. Why don't I just go look at the watches? Why not?
You were at Best Buy?
Yeah, I was at Best Buy.
Coca-Cola Center? Or no, you were in, where was it?
I was in Abbotsford.
Or in Abbotsford, sorry. My brain.
The product works.
Gone. The product works.
Yeah, so I like go up and chick there. She's like, she finally, like, I'm like just kind of lurking around until finally someone comes up. She's like, hey, what can I help you with? And I was like, I'm just looking at the Apple Watch. Do you guys by chance have an Apple Watch SE in stock? Because I wasn't trying to go for like the best one. I didn't really care. So
Nobody, yeah.
So I was like, oh, you have an SE in stock? And she's like, oh, yeah. Like, color do you want? Black? I'm like, yeah, sure. And she's like, okay, I'll just go check and see if we have one of those. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I didn't ask her to go kind of thing. I asked if they had it, but anyway, I was like, okay, she'll check. That's nice, whatever. Then I could look at it. She comes back. She's like, okay, let's go bring it up. I'm like, what? Bring it up? I didn't come here to buy it. Like I'm like dumbfounded. I'm like, bring it up. You want me to buy this right now?
Yeah.
With that little thought. She's like, I'll bring it up for you. It's like fucking like forcing me. I'm like, okay.
So did you just go and buy it?
I just bought it because I didn't want to seem like a bitch.
Yeah. Bro, that's a problem. Was she hot?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's a problem.
Also, like, I was
if
like,
it's dude, yeah, you can't seem like you're broke in front of this hot lady.
Yeah, of course not. Especially when I pull it an iPhone 30, like I have to be like, you know.
Hey, yeah, balling, you know?
Yeah. And so I ended up just buying this thing, go down to my car, and I was like, why'd I buy this?
Dude, yeah. Same shit happened to me the other day. I was in the mall, and I was doing some Christmas shopping. First of all, I didn't buy anything for Christmas, just bought stuff for myself. And I went to Foot Locker. Because I need a new pair of Converse because mine were just fucked up. When they get old, a seam breaks in the bottom and water gets through. But they're only $60, right? So I'm like, yeah, I need to go get a new pair. And go. I'm like, yeah, hey, hot lady working. I'm like, hey, I hit the pen before I went in, which we'll get into the pen after. But
The menace.
fucking just ruining my whole month. So I'm like, yeah, do you have these Converse in 10.5? She's like, yeah, sure. I'll just go grab them, go back. And while she's going to go grab the shoes, I see like this North Face sweatshirt, like pullover type whatever. It's like $90 or whatever. And I like look at the front of it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice. I didn't look at the back. Didn't try it on. They don't have change rooms there. So I'm just like, sure, I'll get this. Right? I'm like, fuck it. It's nice. I need one of those. Threw it on. And just bought those and the shoes without trying both of them on. It was like $150. And first of all, people, I'm like broke, so
This man is like
terrible decision.
Fucking middle of the semester.
Get home. Yeah, middle of like I just finished the semester. It's coming up to Christmas. I should not be buying myself shit I don't need, right? But I buy the shit. I leave and I'm like, man, what the fuck did I just buy that? Right? Yeah. Definitely because the chick was just hot, and I just was like, fuck it, I'll buy this too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get back to my car and I like look at the North Face, look at the back. There's just massive letters that say the North Face on the back of it. I'm like, oh man, I didn't mean to buy this bad boy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I'll go back and return it. So I'm gonna go return it the next day or two or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just afraid now. Am I gonna get money back or are they just give me a store credit?
No, they'll give you your money back. Did you charge it to a credit card?
No, my debit card.
They just should still be
because I don't want
money back.
I don't want fucking store credit.
Yeah.
Buy another pair of Converse. But dude, like it's a weird thing. Like when there's attractive women around you, it's just like added motivation just for anything. Like no matter what you're doing, you don't even have to be like trying to fuck these women. No, it's just like they're like
with your dick.
Huh?
Just thinking with your dick.
Thinking with my penis. But even like when I'm at the gym, like it's way harder to leave the gym if like a hot chick shows up. Like I'll work out something else.
Nah, I just leave.
Do some more curls.
Fuck them.
Huh?
So I leave.
Yeah, I don't even approach these women or I don't look at these women, but it's just like the general aura around me. It gives me the motivation to keep working out.
It's the exact opposite for me.
Really?
They walk in, I'll be mid-set of the bench press. I want to leave.
Yeah.
Like, get this bar off of me. I'm going home.
Yeah, dude, if I'm benching, no, not going to happen. I have like a weird, like even though I'm not hard at the gym ever, but sometimes like when I go back and I lay back, I'm like, oh, people are looking at my penis. Like it's poking through my shorts like a little bit, like
buddy,
a little bump,
fine. I don't think
a little speed bump.
I don't think anybody's checking your
out?
speed sack out there. Holy,
it's a little speed bag.
Nah, but for real, I was joking. I go, you try and I throw a few extra pounds on there.
Dude,
I could do it. Then you struggle. Then you're just like,
did I tell you? Did I tell you?
It's like you see a hot chick and you're like, I'll throw a few extra pounds on, and then you just. You're struggling, and then all of a sudden you just become the guy in the middle of the gym that's just screaming.
Or you're just like, fuck. Dude, so I was at the gym. Like this is probably like a month ago this happened, and I went late. Like my gym closes at 11, and I went probably like 9:45, 10. Nobody in the gym except for me and this one other guy who was like fucking maybe like 18 or 19 years old, but he was like skinnier, a little bit skinny fat. You could just tell that he hadn't like worked out in a while.
Yeah.
And he was on the bench and I was on the free weights and I was just like curling or whatever I was doing. And I was doing legs because I remember I was dying doing Bulgarian split squats, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's on the bench behind me with 25s on each side. He fucking kept going down and failing and pushing it off the side and like dropping one weight and then going back to the other side, drop one. And I'm like, hey man, I like went over, I'm like, hey, do you need a spot? And he's like, no man, I just haven't, because COVID, I haven't been to the gym in like a year and a half. I'm like, yeah, I can spot you, bro. Like, it's not like I'm just fucking over here. Like, I'm 5 feet away. It takes fucking 30 seconds, right? Yeah. And he's like, no, I'm good. He throws him back on, fails again. And I'm like, man, buddy, I'm like,
at that point, go home.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
Give up.
You just didn't make it 5 seconds ago. You think all of a sudden now it's gonna be?
You think the muscles are rejuvenate? What kind of cycle are you on here? Doesn't make you any stronger.
He's shooting coconut water directly into his veins. Rehydration, instantaneously.
Fucking Christ, dude! No, like, yeah, I've never understood that. Like,
you
why
fail
just ask for a spot?
Yeah,
dude. There was one guy I met
it's way worse
at club a while back. Super chill dude. Fucking this guy, like he's a bigger dude. Like he's not like super fit, but he's just built big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy will just fucking sit down on the bench, casual, like 3 plates. He'll get it up. Like, huh? Comes over to me one time and he's like, hey, could you spot me real quick?
You look back. There's 3 plates on the barbell. You're like, I can't lift this.
Well, no, and it was only 2 plates at first. He's only gotten 3 up for like 2.
Yeah.
But he was doing 2 and he was getting it up for 5. And this is right around the time that I was going decently hard and I had gotten up to 2 plates.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh fuck yeah, dude. So I like help him and he like gets it up and he's like, yeah. It's like I just got up to 2 like a couple weeks ago, hoping to get to 3 soon. I'm like, yeah, bro, do you have that quick of turnaround? Like, what the fuck? Took me, how long have we been going to the gym?
6 years.
Longer than that.
16.
Bubba, it's been. We weren't. So we were 15 because it was grade 10.
Yes, because it was Club 16. You had to be
Yes.
16. We were 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 years.
We were 15. Oh, was it only 7 years?
7 or 8. Something like that. 7. Probably 7.
I think it's going on 8.
Quick maths. 15 is 7. 50 plus 7 is 22.
No, I know, but like going on 8 because
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like we're past the 7 now.
Regardless, we should be way
Anyway.
more jacked than we are.
Well. Anyway, took me that long to get up to fucking.
You ever see those?
Plates.
You ever see those memes where it's like a person who has a really tiny microphone and they're like they walk up to a dog, they're
Yeah.
like, Eddie, where's it? And he goes, I don't know why I just thought of that because if you guys can't tell, I'm using a different microphone right now, and it's like I can hear my breath a lot more. Eddie, where's?
Bro.
I'm fucking
22.
I'm 22. At some point, I gotta stop making these jokes.
No, never.
But also, the older I get, the more I realize that the like older people aren't like more mature; they just become less fun.
You trying to be deep there, like philosophical?
No, I mean like they're still children inside. They just are
They're
too
just
afraid to show the fun.
they're still children inside. They're just broken. Oh shit.
They're just
Okay. Okay. Damn.
They're like, I'm gonna pay the tax man. He's taking all my money. He didn't work for that 30%.
Oh fuck yeah, that is bullshit. They're paying 30% of your total yearly income.
No idea what we were talking about before I ruined it with the meme.
Gymming and shit.
Oh yeah,
I gotta go back to the dude. I'm getting fat.
Are you?
Oh yeah, buddy, been fat.
Buddy, been fat, hey?
Like it's not like I'm like fucking obese fat. You know what I mean? But I'm
no.
Take 20 pounds off me. I'll
20
be
pounds,
looking
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So gonna try and do that before I go to Japan.
Japan.
Speaking of which,
Yimming.
going to Japan in April.
Oh fuck! Hold up. No, we got to talk about something before because we only have like probably 15 minutes left on the pod. I want to talk about Spiderman because we didn't talk about Spiderman, and I said we were going to talk about it when we came back from the break. Spiderman, what's it called? No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home, baby.
No Way Home.
That shit comes out next week. So the next podcast that you guys are going to hear from us, we will have seen it. We got the tickets.
Yeah, we see it the day after I get home. Okay, yeah.
Day after you get home.
Yeah, on the 17th. I get home the 16th.
And then you leave the 18th?
No, I got that off, so I leave the 27th, so I have a week off.
Yeah, so we'll record it after we watch it.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
and maybe we'll do a little segment talking about the movie because we kind of wanted to do like a little
spoilers, but
spoiler like we did with Invincible.
Yeah.
Spoiler session. But I'm very pumped for this movie. I don't know why, but like secretly hardwired in the back of my brain, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. Just from a kid. Not necessarily Tom Holland in like the Marvel universe, but just like as far as like who the guy is, Spider-Man, just as in general.
Just
because of when I was a kid, I used to love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I remember in my room I had Spider-Man sheets. I had Spider-Man
you're
painted
one of those
on the
guys?
wall. Oh yeah, bro. Wow. Fucking shooting cum out of my wrists was just fucking
shooting ropes.
Shooting ropes. God. But yeah, man. There's no way that my boy Toby and Garfield
They're in it.
are not in it.
They're in it.
Yeah, they're in it.
Like at this point, everybody, because dude, they're like a trailer just came out.
Yeah.
And it's like the start. Like I had no way to skip this because
Yeah.
I've been like not trying. I watched a couple trailers to get the hype up, but not try to watch all of them.
Yeah, I've only seen 2.
And like one starts off and like before you can skip it, it's like Doc Ock grabbing Tom Holland. He's like, "You're not Peter Parker." And he's like, "I'm so confused," and I'm just like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like, okay, yeah, obviously they're gonna be in it.
I didn't realize it was like that.
So
But I
fast.
totally know that it was. He's
So
like, you're not
fast.
Peter, but it's like, I get it because in my brain it was more like, yeah, he came from that other universe, but maybe he was chasing other Peter and fucking grabbed it. He's like, you're not Peter.
Yeah. No, it's literally it's just like, "You're not Peter Parker." I was like,
Well,
"You just fucking gave that one up there, hey?"
oh, hey, buddy.
Fuck.
Well, bro, we knew that shit because we knew he came from a different universe
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
in
Like-
the first fucking 5 seconds.
of the trailer,
yeah.
like the fact that the fact that there wasn't like that, like, because in the first trailer when he comes up, he goes, "Hello, Peter."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay, well, there's that illusion that maybe he comes through and he just sees him as, Spider-Man Peter Parker kind of
Yeah,
thing. Like he
yeah.
doesn't. It's like Roger from American Dad. Like he puts a fucking.
Just keep it rolling.
Oh, okay.
Let's go through these.
He just puts a disguise on, and sometimes like people just see him as that person.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they can't see him as Roger. It's like that. He's like, oh, maybe he just sees him as Peter.
Peter.
Can't tell the difference. But
Yeah.
obviously, when he's like, "You're not Peter," there's fuck it. You're gonna have the other one in there. It's gonna happen.
100%. And it's just like it's gonna be wild. Just and also because they show Peter Parker fighting like 12 villains in
Oh
the
yeah,
trailer.
all of like the main villains
All
are
of
coming
them.
back.
Yeah. But there's one scene where he's jumping towards all of them. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna fight
You're gonna scrap all
6
of those
guys
Dude,
at
no,
once.
I know for a fact that shot will be in there, but
But the other Spider-Man are gonna
they
be there.
flagged out the two
Yeah.
other dudes.
No, yeah, because the other guys are aimed at nothing.
Yeah.
Like if you like pause it and look at it, the other guys are literally like jumping towards nothing. This is kind of obvious, dude.
Yeah.
But didn't the whole thing, like Tobey Maguire's been like hella low key about it. Apparently, the one thing that he did is some kid asked him if he's in the new Spider-Man, and he winked at him. That's what people are going off.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, Toby's in it.
Toby's in it.
Toby winked at me at the park. It's what? Dude, Toby sucked my cock. Told me. Yeah.
What? Way out of left field. Way out of
Dude, no, but
Toby was talking to me about dog.
I couldn't tell if he was saying Doc Ock or Doc Cock.
But then
He's in his fucking porno
talking
parody.
about- he was talking
He
about
comes out. He's
he
got
was
his
talking
fucking
about-
hair.
the Green Goblin.
This is his dildo. The green.
That's a flashlight. The Green Goblin. Oh, that flashlight goblin. Dog cock.
Doc Cock. The green gobbler.
Goblin.
Doc Cock.
By the way, the product works.
We're 22. Oh boy.
The product works.
Product works. We're 22.
Thank you, Dynavapes.
Doc Cock. Holy shit.
Dog's cock.
He's just promoting a fucking line of sex toys. He's not even in the Spider-Man whatsoever. Oh my fuck.
Holy fuck. Dog's cock and the Green Goblin.
The green gobbler.
Gobbler. I keep saying gobbler. Gobbler. Oh, what else is there?
The Sandman.
Oh, yeah, what's that? Sandman.
Holy shit. I have tears coming in my face.
They're finally happy ones.
It's been months.
God.
Oh.
Thought I was thinking about
shit.
dog's cock.
Oh no, but dude, didn't Andrew Garfield like completely fucking blow the whole thing out of the water because he ordered Skip the Dishes or Uber Eats to the fucking movie set?
Did he?
Yeah, apparently he ordered fucking Uber Eats to the movie set with his full name to the movie set of Spider-Man.
God.
God.
What a fool. At least that's like somewhat clever. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? For someone to figure out, not like fucking
Yeah.
Tom Holland is bar none. If I had a secret I needed someone to keep, last guy I'm telling.
Tom Holland.
Oh, he's the last
My
guy.
favorite video is the one where he Mark Ruffalo sends him a package and he's like, oh, it's a package from Mark Ruffalo, and he like fucking opens it up and he's like, oh fuck, this is so sick, and he holds up, he's like, it's the movie poster for Infinity War, right? And then he's like, oh, and he shows that he's on Instagram Live and he shows it. And then he like puts it in. He's like, oh, there's a note. And he opens up the note and he's reading it. And on the back, it says confidential, do not share, Marvel. And then it says like, I hope you enjoy this new poster of the Infinity War. And he like turns it around and his face just goes like, it just drops. And then he shuts off the live stream.
God.
Yeah. But he was on, Tom Holland was on Hot Ones 2 days ago.
Oh, was he?
Yeah,
Nice.
I watched it. I was hoping he was gonna spoil, but he's pretty
Dude,
good about it.
I'm pretty sure he like there was one.
That guy has to like lay down some serious cock, right?
He's fucking Zendaya.
Oh,
Of course he does.
yeah. He lays down those long strokes, shooting ropes.
Dude,
You know what I mean?
I would be.
He's covering her in his wear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Shit.
you're taking it too far.
All
About
right.
cock.
Dude, he's like 25.
Yeah.
Looks like he's 12 though. Perfect man.
That's what they're into. What was I gonna say? Fuck.
Shooting webs, Doc Ock.
No, back it up. I don't know. That some people were saying that like Marvel or Disney gave him like a shock collar when he goes on interviews.
A shock color, eh?
Because he actually would spoil that easily. And so like I know there's like an interview from before where I forget who he was with, but like he would start talking and then the other person would go
Yeah. Dude, the best one is Mark Ruffalo, like Mr. Hulk.
Yeah.
The biggest spoiler out of all worst spoiler than anything Tom Holland's ever said.
Yeah.
He was with what's the guy who plays War Machine? Don Cheadle.
Yeah. God.
Don Cheadle.
Don.
Word of the day. MILF. Remember that fucking
Yes.
meme? It was Mark Ruffalo and Don Cheadle, and they were interviewing about Infinity War. And it was before the movie came out or whatever, and they're asking about usually like some heroes die or whatever like that, but they always come back, right? It was some like along the lines of that question, and he's like, "Wait till you see this one, everybody dies." And then Don Cheadle's like, "Dude," he's like, I mean, only some people. And he's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yeah, stop
but he
talking.
literally was like, "Yeah, wait till you see this one, everybody dies."
God.
Everyone literally dies.
I mean, yeah, literally everybody dies. But no,
then
so
they didn't actually die. Only some.
the one about Tom Holland, though, was like he's in an interview with Zendaya about the new movie. And he's like talking and he's like, blah, 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 blah. And like he like kind of like low-key recalls and kind of does this to his neck. And he's like, yeah, and blah, 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 blah. Like he's like pulling at something. And it's just like, obviously they're like, he's just kind of breaching the territory.
They actually had a shock collar on him?
People were speculating because he did that so many times. It's like he was like itching something.
Dude, imagine Marvel puts a shock collar on you. Bruh.
So help me God. At this point, like Kevin Feige is his name? Feige? That's his name.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Come on, okay. Get it together. I gotta look it up just to make sure. But he,
it's brothers that direct it.
No, like the main Marvel guy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like Kevin Feige, Feige, president of Marvel.
Nice. That's a fucking job title and a half.
No, yeah, but he's like, so help me God, if you spoil another movie, it's over.
It's over. He's bringing him to the
Put the
shed.
shock collar on.
Put the shock collar on. Setting it to kill.
Setting it to pleasure.
But yeah, dude. I think it's gonna be. I don't know if it will break Endgame numbers.
I think it'll break. Well, that's the thing, right?
It gets more and more popular with every fucking movie that they release.
But also
it's
Bovid.
And it's the first one back, and it's theaters only though.
Yeah.
So the numbers aren't going to be skewed by like streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
Which never happened with Endgame. It was theaters only, but this is the first one. Like with COVID, they were releasing shit on whatever. Like I haven't been to a movie theater I've been to a movie theater twice, but
I'm actually mad at you that you missed Dune.
Yeah.
Like that's tragic.
It's still there, right? It's still in theaters?
I don't think so. They're releasing it on DVD soon.
Oh, not DVD. Anyways, my camera just died too, so we got one camera left.
All right. Well,
You want to take us home?
Well, everybody, it's been real. We're glad to be back.
We are.
I survived the biblical flood, and hopefully another one doesn't happen now that we're back.
Yep.
Hopefully things don't catch on fire while
Yes,
we're gone. Thank you, Dynavapes, for the sponsor. We love you.
We love you guys. Drink your water.
And we love all fucking...
However many of you there are.
60 of you. You guys are the fucking shit. The reason why I keep going.
Every single day. Drink water.
Oh, God, the pain.
Oh, God. Never ends.
Bye-bye.
Bye.